한국 시간으로 11월 25일이죠. 25일 월요일날 댈러스랑 있으니까 가봅시다. 클리퍼스한테는 졌어요. 클리퍼스한테 졌고 보면은 지금 1등 유지는 하고 있는데 좀 빡세요. 2, 3등이 요거 잡아야 돼. 댈러스 한번 져가지고 팀워크가 4% 떨어졌어.
The sun setting over the busy metropolis of Houston, Texas. And that's where we're coming to you from tonight. Hi everyone, thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Doncic.
아유 10분으로 바꿀까? 12분 너무 긴 것 같기도 한데.
Over the last 5 games, he's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, James Harden is both famous and infamous with his skill at getting to the foul line.
No doubt.
10분이 내일부터는 10분으로 해. 너무 긴 것 같아요. 12분.
David, he is one of the.
하나 더 가야지. 진짜 좀 약간 스트레스일 때가 있어요. 이게 백투백일 때 진짜.
Best. Thank you. Clark, you and I were looking at the rosters. Both these teams very deep, so there's a lot of fouls to give tonight.
Yeah, that's a great observation by you.
내일 마이 팀이랑 마이 팀 멀티 조금 한번 해보고 파크 해야지.
It allows you, I think, to bring an aggressive mindset.
아씨 맞고 끝났어요. 너무 행복해.
You're not going to allow easy baskets.
군대 전역하는 느낌이야.
You're able to foul and not be so concerned about foul trouble.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Doncic and Porzingis.
이제 파크랑 마이 팀만 해야죠. 목요일 날 나 또 뱀파이어 게임 해야 돼서 수요일까지 많이 해야지. 이번 주는 저 금요일 날 안 쉬고 일요일 날 또 공사가 하나 있어가지고 일요일 날 쉬어야 돼서 월말이라 또 내 주머니를 노리는 사람들에게 주머니를 채워줘야 돼서. 공사 일요일 날 가야 돼서.
You know, you push it after a steal, there's almost no chance the defense can get back and recover.
Now here's Marjanovic. He's coming off a 13-point game.
수비 설정해야지.
Pass to Barea. 6 on the shot clock.
그래도.
Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Doncic. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist.
편집할 건 이거 하나만 하면 되겠다. 풀 버전 올라가니까.
Shoots the ball with, especially when he gets room to pull the trigger from deep, no hesitation.
Westbrook against Barea. Westbrook dishes to Harden. Launches it. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's
핫전 노프야.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Barea.
유연한 릴리즈 좀 상향 좀 했으면 좋겠는데.
Game against Cleveland.
And even if he took away his points,
파크는 유연한 릴리즈 좀 효과 보면 좋은데.
because of his passing,
몇 때문에
his assist numbers were tremendous.
릴리즈 잘못 맞췄을 때.
This is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're
아직까지
right on
핫조는
point
자수정.
and can't miss.
그냥 보험식으로 뛸 수밖에.
Pass to Porzingis. Passes it to Marjanovic.
나이스
He
고파.
can't get that one to fall. And it's Houston the other way. And this matchup with the Mavericks, it's the first meeting of the season.
And two teams
상대방도 그쵸? 렉이 이제 약간 렉의
but they
보완을 받으니까 서버를 저기 원활하게 못 해주면 그런 식으로 해도 괜찮긴 한데 실금 정도 남았을 때 릴리즈 그때 들어가면 딱 좋은데.
Shot to stop the run. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
and mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him
아 진짜 빠르다 이 야든.
like that.
It's Harden with the drive.
웨스트브룩.
Kicks to Westbrook. Shoots over Barea.
코너 넣어줘야지.
It's Westbrook missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
나이스.
Stolen by Tucker. Westbrook with it. Outguarded by Porzingis. A shot by Harden. Wide open. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Harden's got 12.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially.
델라스 셀 줄 알았는데 노답인데.
Forget about easing into the game. They came out
아 필라로 하고 싶다. 마이리그.
And Dallas
필라로 하고 싶다.
calls their first time out of the game. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you
시간도
can
얼마 안 지는
justify
4분밖에 안
that. When you
되네.
don't put
내일부터
the work
10분짜리
in on
해야겠다.
defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
Thabo Sefolosha is checked in for the Rockets. Porzingis.
유연한
finds
리즘이
Barea.
너무 똥인 것 같아요.
Back to Porzingis. Good work defensively by Capella.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
밖으로 안 나가네.
Westbrook passes to Tucker.
이건 진짜.
Harden against Hardaway. Harden surveying the D. 6 to shoot. On deep. Kept alive. Tucker. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Here's Doncic. The Rockets making the shot. The pass to Barea. Trying to get something going. And Westbrook pulls it down.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot. Well, you know, last season for the Rockets, not as strong as the season prior. 53 wins and 4th seed compared to 65 wins and the number 1 seed
깍둑대지 말고
in
그냥.
2018. Still face the same fate in the playoffs, though. Not able to overcome
아이
the Warriors.
들어갔는데.
Now, let's take a quick look at the numbers for Porzingis. Averaging 25 points per, 7 rebounds, and just
코너
over
찍으려면
2
가슛
blocks.
찍는 게 좋아서
And he's such a big presence for them
코너 그
on the
미들
inside.
라인
Yeah,
폭
whether
점프
it's
들어가면
sending
좋은데
shots back, airmail, or timeout,
데드아이랑
timeout,
뭔가
he's the total package.
없애야 돼서.
Dallas calls timeout. Clark for the Rockets, that was the 4th time in the last 5 years they've lost to the Warriors in the playoffs.
And it's easy to see why this team has become a bit obsessed with beating the Warriors. They've been unable to do it in 4 or 5 meetings. The team is still in a good spot to compete. I think they just need to tweak just a touch to maybe get over the hump.
So for the Rockets.
근데 까시 골드까지 하면 거의 직방이던데 앵클까지 걸면서.
Comes in for PJ Tucker. And Gordon subbed in for James Harden.
라몬스타가 그렇게 하던데.
Barea against Westbrook. Out to Hardaway. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one's on Eric Gordon.
You know, for Tim Hardaway Jr.,
대다이 두 개
it's the
내린
family
다음에
business.
코너
His
찍을까?
dad was a pro and an outstanding one in his own right in the NBA. So Junior knows exactly what it takes to excel at this level.
And the big contract for Tim Hardaway Jr. back in 2017, Clark.
홉 점프로 땡기면 거기
$71 million.
쓸만한데.
Hey, sometimes timing is everything. We know that in our world and in all the other worlds out there. And think about that now. Tim Hardaway Jr. has made more money than his
뭔가 이거?
all-star father made in his whole career. Hardaway Jr. young and athletic and a really rock-solid player at both ends.
Good on the shot, and that shaved the lead.
홈 점프 하려면 까시 골드는
He's
있어야
not
돼서.
just a shooter, guys. Hardaway Jr. is also capable of getting creative and mixing things up, too. I like it.
Now here's Westbrook. A 24-point outing in their last game against the Clippers. Gordon against Hardaway. And the dunk by Chandler.
You know, the
런닝으로
game of
풀업
Chandler
풀업으로 그냥
helps to
올라가면
make
까시
this
없어도
lead
되죠.
is flying up to complete alley-oops.
Mavericks trail by 11. Barea kicks to Porzingis. Back to Barea. Now here's Bogdanovic. No points in the game yet for him. Outside, Porzingis.
뽀징도 진짜 마이리그도 뽀징
Well, the
별로구나.
defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
It's Westbrook with the drive. He dishes it to Chandler. Gordon against Hardaway. Jacks up a three. And it's Gordon missing. And there's the call on Chandler. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Dallas. Powell, he's jacked in for Marjanovic. Wright comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for J.J. Barea. Now here's Wright. 9 points last game.
아우
And
돈치치.
it's Doncic. That time on the assist by Porzingis. Doncic has got 6.
Boy, KP wanting to dish it when his guys are open. I love that team first attitude on display.
Westbrook passes to Cephalosha.
고든이 잘 열리네.
Outside Gordon. For the three.
열리긴 열리는데 릴리지를 못 맞추네 내가.
Porzingis has got 4 rebounds.
38번으로 바꿔버릴까 씨.
Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Rockets. 6-point game. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
And in terms of intensity, they kind of took the night off. Looked like they were
마에리게는
the motion.
Yeah, you know, to me, I agree
자기 만족이죠.
it's
내
never
내
looked
만족이지.
engaged, which is surprising considering
Ah,
how
oh.
close the game ended up being.
And a moment
유일한
now to
휴식처지,
quickly take a
여긴.
look at the offensive approach for the Rockets.
Tell you what, guys,
이제 마커
they're
이제
showing us a lot of
끝났으니까.
energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Now here's Doncic. 6 points for him. Brunson, no good.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
Here's Doncic.
아 느려
And the
찬들러.
dunk by Doncic.
Well, the main weapon in Doncic's attack, he really excels at finding lanes and then taking advantage of them.
Westbrook feeling it out a bit. And finished off by Westbrook.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Now here's Porzingis. He's coming off a 31-point game against Cleveland.
And he also made his presence felt on the defensive side as well. 3 block shots were registered in that game.
Just 5 on the clock.
호징 완전 식물이네.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Here's Westbrook. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
아니다.
Now here's Brunson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. It's
어우 네네. 고든.
outside Gordon. From past the arc. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
Right. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Feeds to Westbrook.
그렇지.
Finished off by
아 루키오님 들어가세요.
Well-rounded
5시.
effort, and they show no signs.
해야지 늦게 끝나도 오늘 이거 해놔야지.
Almost
내일
no in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Now here's Wright. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
쉽네.
Doncic, no
델러스.
good.
Boy, the
셀 줄
defense
알았는데.
refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
Porzingis against Westbrook. He feeds it to Nene. There's the dish to Westbrook.
했어요. 고든 많이 득점할 것 같은데 이거
Fires for 3.
잘 열리네 고든.
For 3. Gordon's got 9.
Excellent all-around performance so far. Hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now here's Doncic. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Cleveland.
And he was relentless in that. I mean, he wanted to be the first to every rebound and almost was.
So for the Rockets, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Chandler. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Curry's checked in for Dallas.
드리블은 겁나
Gordon
느리네.
against Curry.
좋아 리버스.
Pass to Rivers and stolen by Wright. And now Curry running the floor all by himself. And Curry throws it down.
Hey, he's so good at running to the right spot at the right time in transition. Seth Curry, somebody you've got to have an eye on in the open court.
Now here's Rivers. He kicks it to Gordon. From deep three-point range.
아, 너무 조금만 멀어져도 안 되구나 얘는.
Sapolosha against Curry.
자пол로샤.
Can't connect from short range.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a buddy like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss. And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Some solid defense there by Nene. Houston leading by 19 points. Rivers with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Hartenstein.
안 되겠지.
Shoots over Powell.
얘는 약해. 공격력이 너무 약해.
Stein can't get it to go. And so Curry will bring it up for Dallas. Knocked away. Wright finds Curry. Doncic feeling it out to the left wing. Here's Porzingis. Count the basket.
Boy, that is grown man ammonia strength from Porzingis there. How can defenders stop that?
19대 36.
Getting it done for the Houston Rockets. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And now a chance to hear shooting guard Eric Gordon talk about.
It's all about not making a mistake.
And Greg, nowadays it's all about pushing the pace.
And it's an offensive-oriented league now. When you execute and really look to attack, it puts the opposition on their heels.
Get there, get there.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Quite a position here for the Rockets to be in. What do you think, guys?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets
에이고.
before the defense could get set.
And you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
And now let's check
밀어도
out the
되겠다, 이거.
lineups, courtesy of Gatorade,
일로 와,
all filled
던지치.
up and ready to go. Here's the
형이 밀어줄게,
second quarter
한번.
play. On the court for the Mavericks. Inside of the 4 and the 5.
아우.
Porzingis and Powell. On the perimeter, it's Curry and Doncic. And it's Wright in at point guard. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, there is a lot of optimism in Dallas
12점.
for the tandem of Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis said, "We clicked right away. We're both European players, similar roots, both speak Spanish. That'll translate on the court. We can be something special." Kevin, look out for them to compliment and criticize one another in a different time.
If they play to their potential, they could be scary. Thanks, David.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
아, 빠르네. 던지치.
That's his first foul. And the Mavericks making a change here. Marjanovic is checked
하든
in.
나오자.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by.
카펠라도 나오고.
And Wright kicks to Doncic. Another 3 for Dallas.
Boy, this is who Doncic is. This is what we've seen from him. A scorer who can take over games easily.
Rockets leading by 11.
Well, you look at Luka Doncic, and the one skepticism scouts had was his athleticism or lack thereof. And I think he's proven that's not necessary to be a great basketball player. And he's only getting better as he works with NBA trainers.
뭐야 이거? 흑살이 난 거야?
That's a 2 from Gordon. Steps back and drains the jump shot. Gordon's got 11 points.
What a cool attitude under pressure. I mean, Gordon is great at shooting in tough spots.
And you know, you heard about Doncic. Even if he's a step slow, he's always 2 steps ahead with his mental game.
You know,
점점
Kevin,
많이
that's a
때리네.
great point. Feel, savvy, experience, know-how. You know, he grew up playing against bigger, stronger guys, and that always serves you well as you go forward. So he understands how to create space and anticipate and feel how to get defenders off balance. I mean, he's just a special, special young player.
And here's Gordon from outside. He can't hit that time. Now the Mavericks take it the other way.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they
오,
still find
웬일
themselves
센터.
out in front.
아이고.
There's Bogdanovich, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. As you're watching a game unfold, what characteristics do you look for in a great closer?
Obviously confidence, a real eagerness to make difference-making plays late, and somebody who can create his own shot if a play breaks down. I mean, that's essential.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Hartenstein. P.J. Tucker comes in for Nene. And James Harden has subbed in for Eric Gordon. Harden, no good. Now the Mavericks with it. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Outside the Berea.
어디 미스매치지? 왜 파포지?
Passes it to Mariano.
아, 여기다.
Sinks that one from the post.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And here's Rivers. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And the pass to Tucker. Now Rivers. Back to Tucker.
아, 멜로.
Illegal screen. Here's a look at the schedule now for Dallas. On Tuesday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Friday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams.
야, 3점 많이 때리네, 얘네.
They'll have to be at their best. But if they come out of this with some
그냥 좀
success, I
슈터
think
말고.
it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
Here is Harden. A 24-point outing in their last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
And even while he was piling up all those points, he still found a way to create chances for his teammates. The
그렇지.
assists just kept on coming.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most
금방
cases,
따라오네,
taking
3점
quality
쏘니까.
shots, very much within the flow of the offense.
Well, a lot of players can get hot, but nobody can match Harden when he gets locked in. The way he can create space and drill shots from deep, really impossible to guard.
Nice shot by Berea.
Hard not to commend the confidence of Berea. For a point guard, he's an excellent scorer, particularly inside.
Harden against Curry.
열렸다.
Rivers gets a wide open look.
아, 리버스.
Well, good with the
미치씨.
triple. And with Harden, he not only gets hot for a game, but stays hot great for longer periods of time.
And you saw that last year with a streak of 30 and 40-point games. For weeks, he can dominate.
소리 없이 그냥 쭉 따라오네, 댈러스. 2점 차야 벌써?
You can do about it.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups.
그대로 가야 되네.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Jalen Brunson, he was checked in for Seth Curry. Harden outside. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Goes back up.
아, 이거 뭐야? 아, 들어가네.
Good off the back rim and in. 17
뒤로 스텝 밟으려고 그랬는데.
Hey, you know, Harden's a high percentage shooter from mid-range. If you don't close fast on him, he'll burn you.
Here's Hardaway. Rebounded by
Yeah.
Anthony. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for Houston. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. They'll find themselves in the middle of the string of 3 straight at home.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
Outside Hardaway.
나이스.
Stolen by Rivers.
자, 멜로.
Oh, and here comes Rivers all alone. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Carmelo Anthony imposing his will inside. Doesn't take any time. Rising up for the dunk.
Berea against Rivers. Runs in the pass to Hardaway. Berea with it. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
카펠라. 득점이 없네, 카펠라.
Got his 5th rebound in this one.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8. in that department.
And with all the accolades that James Harden has accumulated in his career, Clark, the one thing missing is a championship ring.
And, you know, there's no guarantees for however great you are individually that you'll win a championship. We've got a lot of great players that weren't able to get that done. But, you know, when you think about it, that's one thing that's keeping him from being in the all-time great shooting guard conversation in the eyes of some. Team success is critically important. Championships add to your resume, but I think
카펠라 챙겨줘.
when you maximize your individual contribution, that should be worth
안
something
들어와,
in
카펠라?
terms of your recognition and accolades.
They get it back. Pass to Rivers.
와라.
Lets it go with the three.
그렇지.
And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Rivers. Harden's got 12 points now in the quarter.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
그냥 돈지치 없으면 그냥 끝이네요 여긴
A
진짜.
lot of turnover for the Mavericks this season, but they bring back restricted free agents Maxey Kleber, Dwight Powell, and Dorian Finney-Smith.
And, you know, those three players have made steady improvement, and that's a credit to how the Mavericks develop young players. They also bring length and athleticism to that rotation.
Gerald Green, he's checked in for the Rockets. Russell Westbrook comes in for Rivers. The Mavericks also with the sub. Porzingis is checked in.
You know, Harden will burn you when you overcommit.
카펠라 작전 하나 들어가야겠다. 챙겨줘야겠는데
Excellent
득점제.
at sensing when you're out of position.
불쌍한데?
Mavericks trail by 15. Correa, the pass to Porzingis. Pass to Correa. Over Harden. Off the
코칭은 뭐
left rim.
위압감이 하나도 없네.
They've shown some
얼굴 너무 세.
in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got
카펠라
to
빨리 들어가 봐.
push it every time.
Harden draws the double. And some nice passing there by Houston. Passes it to Capella.
도전.
Trey, flag to shoot. They get the
어려웠다.
rebound. And Tucker kicks to Harden.
뭐야?
And there's the pass to Green.
와,
3 pointers
3점.
off the mark. Mavericks trail by 17.
더블팀 엄청 들어오네 하든.
Brunson scanning the floor. Dishes it to Barea. Pass to Porzingis. Outside Hardaway.
하여튼
Pass to Barea.
아이고,
To end the run. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Barea's got 5.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting
카펠라
percentage
가자.
in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
또 안 들어오냐?
And it's Capella missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Marjanovic against Capella. Now here's Barea. He's covered closely. Porzingis can't hit. Rockets leading by 14. Harden finds Westbrook to the inside. It's not going to go for him. Nice D from Porzingis. Dallas has gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. Brunson the pass to Marjanovic. And Capella over to help. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Outside Westbrook. Fires the 3. The Mavericks pull it in. 1:36 left in the first half of the game.
king.
Dallas no good that time either.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my
과오가 있지
answer
그래도 뭐.
would
득점을 해야 될 거
be in the
아니야.
single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
카펠라 좀 이상하네.
Barea looking for an opening. Capella against Porzingis. And Brunson has it in the corner. By the way, trying to free himself up. Brunson, no good.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
Bounce pass from Westbrook. Harden dishes to
그렇지.
no stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's on Porzingis. And the Mavericks with some changes. Doncic is checked in for Hardaway. Seth Curry comes in for J.J. Barea. And it's Wright in for Jalen Brunson.
Clint Capella is a guy who's a defensive anchor and takes quality shots, and because of that, he plays his role to perfection.
Porzingis kicks to Doncic.
아이고 아깝다.
Sweet little floater. Doncic has got 7 points for the quarter.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Capella, the pass to Westbrook. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at
너무 약하다 댈러스.
Doncic with it. Now Green defending.
잠깐만요. 명전 맞지? 맞는데.
Passes to Porzingis.
뭐야 여기 매치가 왜 이래?
It's rebounded by Houston. Westbrook's got 6 rebounds here tonight, and the wide open shot.
그렇지.
How about that?
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
That's an impossible.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what a show being put on here for the home fans. James Harden was the man in the first. He ended up with 24 points, 3 assists, and 1 rebound.
리바 30개. 리바가 30개. 호징은 리바도 잘 못
It's just
잡아.
about time now for the third quarter to get under.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Gordon is at the 2 with Green playing the 3. Chandler out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Westbrook in a point. That's who's on.
아우 이내 나와.
Mavericks trail by 20. The pass to Doncic. Over Green. They get it back. Barea. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket. Barea's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Mavs. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. And Tucker has it in the corner.
아 터커 코너 넣어야지.
And they had some box
나이스.
coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Westbrook. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Here's Barea. Nice
빵도
kick from
좋아.
Chandler.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Mavericks trail by 20.
Well, you know, for so long, Mike D'Antoni
에이
has been
챈들러.
NBA offense. His teams have always played great offense, moving, spacing, dynamic players. Defense has not been at the level of offense, but I think he's actually improved as a coach in that area as well.
Now here's Westbrook. 13 points in the game. From deep, Green. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got his 4th assist in this one. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. And Clark, part of it for D'Antoni is that he is delegating defensive duties.
Yeah, and I like that, Kevin. He's made sure to have a defensive coordinator on his staff, delegating that role and responsibility. He thinks and knows that his team is better off that way.
Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis. Porzingis has got 5.
Boy, the coaching staff loves seeing this. I mean, Porzingis being active and effective from this area here.
Westbrook against Barea. Westbrook dishes to Tucker, and the layup falls. 6 points for him.
If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
Doncic passes to Hardaway. Outside, Porzingis. Doncic against Green. Here's Marjanovic. The shot will not fall.
죄다식물이네 애들이.
Right side, Westbrook. And that one is off. And the Mavericks going the other way now.
클레모스 한번 나와야 되는데 웨스트브룩 많이 뛰어서.
That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Porzingis can't hit. Houston leading by 20. Westbrook with it. 13 points in the game. Kicks to Tucker. Fires.
넣어봐라, 끊어줘.
And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Doncic finds Barea. Marjanovic with it. Now Chandler defending.
야, 뭐야, 미스매치.
And here is Doncic. He's got 18. 3 on the clock. Barea, that's a two-pointer. Dallas keeping it alive. A fresh 14. And the shot is good.
It's never easy trying to keep him off the glass. He's an absolute beast down there.
Double team on Westbrook. Here's Tucker. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Tucker's got 11 points.
How many times have we seen a
가비지 멤버 좀 꺼내가지고 써야겠는데요.
ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And there's the foul. It will go on P.J. Tucker. That's his first foul.
외곽에 너무 잘 뚫리네.
Announcing the launch of a league in Africa, along with FIBA. Clark, what do you think of that move?
I think it's another example, Kevin, of the globalization of the game and the NBA's intentional, purposeful way of expanding and continuing to grow the game for the sake of the business of basketball, which is a game that obviously you and I love.
And Clark, we see so many foreign players come into the NBA and play well. Not just
덕커도
play,
꽤 많이
but
넣네.
play well.
Yeah, and not just Africa, although
Right.
a number of players from Africa, but a number of different countries have signed on. It could make for a more exciting league.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Anthony's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Cephalosha comes in for Gerald Green. And it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook.
두 개 타고.
Rivers with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. Rivers passes to Chandler. And the dunk by Chandler.
He put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me.
Treated the rim like it stole something from it.
Cephalosha against Doncic. The shot misses. Nice D from Chandler. Here's Rivers, and then Rivers with the dunk.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
A different look for Dallas. DeLon Wright comes in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for J.J. Barea. Wright outside.
슈터 오픈으로 가야겠다, 공격.
He kicks to Doncic. Pass to Brunson. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Porzingis. Accurate with the jumper from the elbow. Porzingis has got 7 points in the game.
How about Porzingis showing us a little dexterity and fleet-footedness there? Love seeing him work that part of his game into his pack.
Kicks it out to Gordon. Pass to Chandler.
아우. 이런.
Mavericks with the rebound.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that. This hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, just doesn't look completely
들어오면 어떡하냐, 멜로.
or confident.
Here's Anthony. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know, with Dirk Nowitzki retiring last season after a remarkable 21 years with the Mavericks, Well, they are starting afresh, a new era. Hoping budding superstar Luka Doncic can carry that mantle, and I think he's off to a great start in doing so.
Hartenstein, he's checked in for the Rockets. Right, looking around. Here's Doncic.
세폴로샤가 겁나 잘 막아주네.
And you think of everything that Dirk Nowitzki has meant to the Mavericks. Clark, one team for his entire career.
An iconic Hall of Famer. You talk about 14 All-Star appearances and league MVP, 6th all-time in scoring. Most importantly, the franchise's first and only title in 2011.
Right against Gordon. Here's the teardrop. And that one's good. Right. He's got 10.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Now Rivers.
좀 열어줘봐.
Anthony kicks to Cephalosha. In the corner, it's Gordon. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Powell finds
고든,
Brunson. Now here's
터커,
Wright. He's guarded by Rivers.
멜로가 꽤 많이 득점했네.
Now here's Brunson. Tight defense on him. And the foul.
아, 파울 너무 많아
That
앤서니.
will get him his 4th foul of the game. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Dallas. Outside, Porzingis. Shot clock at 6. And they pick up 2. Porzingis has got 6 points in the quarter. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. Outside, Gordon. The 3. Nailed from 3-point.
고든이 17득.
Gordon's got 17 now.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs.
뭐야, 씨 3쿼터인데 92점이야 벌써?
Pass to Doncic. Shoots from the elbow.
세폴로샤 뭐 완전 철벽인데?
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Anthony against Porzingis.
드리블 안 되네.
Here's Cephalosha. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Now here's Wright. Down low. Powell.
아, 픽앤롤
And he
걸렸네.
makes good on the layup.
Yeah, and I think Powell is terrific in the pick and roll. Knows how to dive after he sets the screen.
커딘
Rivers with it.
걸리고
And it's Cephalosha atop the key. It's good.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket.
벤치 애들이 꽤 좋네
with that
이번
setup.
판은.
Right against Gordon. Right, the pass to Porzingis. Outside Curry. Now the pass to Powell.
나이스.
It's tipped. The drive by Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
I like how Gordon stays low to the ground, keeps that center of gravity anchored. Quick driving inside and excellent finishing at the basket.
Right, the pass to Doncic. They get a hand on
Nice.
it and stolen by Gordon. Doncic with the steal.
아이 아깝다.
It's good. That's 8 baskets for him.
98대 67. 와.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Now a timeout called by Houston. On when you see that step back 3, Clark for Doncic. Shades of James Harden the way he
스몰포워드
gets that
들어올
shot
리가
off.
없네.
And you know what they say,
스포츠가 좀더
Luka's
버텨야겠네.
deceleration, hitting the brakes and stopping suddenly is top notch. Just like James Harden's. So that's quite a compliment. a lot
꼬맹이
of that
같은.
is footwork and balance, but I think his quickness too, guys, has been a little bit underrated. This guy is a little better athlete than he gets credit for.
Where's the dish to Harden? That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
On-edge
아,
passes to
수비 안
right.
되는데. 웨스트브룩 때문에 지금 땜빵 떠야 되는데.
Shot that sends him to the line. That's on Clint Capella.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Marjanovic is checked in.
And, well, whatever your feelings may be on the Rockets, you can't deny their offense works.
Yeah, it does work, really. I mean, I agree with you. Second in offensive rating last year, fourth in effective field goal percentage. This team knows how to produce points and be efficient.
보관 때문에 엘리오브 못
And they
주겠네.
stay with their approach. They don't let teams take them off their game plan. And, you know, Capella has a big body, Kevin, and knows how to use it as he draws contact from the defense on his way up.
And with Clint Capella, it's easy to see what an important piece of this team he is.
Yeah, it really is, guys, because when he's off the floor, there's a clear difference in how his team plays. I mean, he fits in so well and gives the Rockets exactly what they need, finishing at the rim out of pick and rolls, and then a terrific rim protector as well.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game, but consider my doubts disappeared.
7-second difference.
그렇지, 세폴로샤.
Cephalosha's shot is good. Dallas has gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. Right outside.
수비 안 하냐, 클레몬스?
Launches a three. Can't get it to fall. And so it's the Houston Rockets up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds. A huge lead for them. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony
너무 노잼인데.
on all sides.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. On the floor for Dallas, they've got Jackson. And it's Curry in at the point. Pass to Brokaw. Curry kicks to Jackson. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. On the wing, Harden. Harden draws the double. Pass to Capella. 4 on the shot clock. The Mavericks pull it in.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Who finds Rene, hammers the alley-oop through.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the latter.
바람만 불어도 안 들어가네.
So Rene will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Here in the fourth quarter, the defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
Yeah, a volume shooter, and Harden is aggressive and assertive at really trying to jumpstart himself. And when he does, watch out.
130점 이상 나오겠는데 점수? 10분 남았는데.
Harden against Curry. A floater, and that's 2 points on the layup.
So good at figuring out ways to get inside. Seth Curry working on improving this part of his game.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Lob pass to Capella. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
He's a high percentage scorer for a reason now. Capella, an alley-oop specialist.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Kleba, guarded by Nene. Curry
마이리그예요.
looking around. Shoots over Capella, and the basket by Curry. For Houston, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Passes to Nene. Back to Harden, and it's blocked. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. The pass to Finney-Smith. And it's off from three-point range. Rocket shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there.
아우 체력이 없다.
Dallas has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Jackson up top, covered by Cephalosha. Here's Brokaw, and there's the call on Nene. That'll be his second foul of the game. The last couple of years, Clark, we've seen a couple of Hall of Fame level players go on these farewell tours on their final year in the NBA. What a great way for fans of opposing teams to honor these terrific stars.
You know, I was a little bit mixed on how I felt about the farewell tours, but these two were handled so beautifully, and there have been others that have been handled great. It gives the fans an opportunity to express their feelings for some of the greats in the game, and that's heartwarming for all of us, I think.
Yeah, you and I were just talking about the way Kobe and Wade were terrific in their tours. Now here's Brunson. He's covered by Westbrook. And here's Brunson. Pulls up, high post. The rebound by Harden.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that.
와 이걸 놓친다고?
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Now here's
지네 가비지.
Brokaw passes to Brunson.
와 앵클 걸려서 카펠라.
And that one goes long.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
Westbrook passes to Tucker. Capella trying to free himself up. And it's Houston with another.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Here's Brunson, and he drops it in from the low post.
I like the play call, very solid, making
하겠는데,
perfect
웨스트브룩
use of the
사람은.
pick to get a great look.
Double team on Westbrook. Outside Green, and a wide
전.
open for Capella.
절대 안 들어가지.
Dallas has gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Yep, it counts. Brokaw's got his first points in this one.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Harden kicks to Westbrook. On the wing, Green.
빨리 열어줘 한 명. 하든 열어줘.
Any changes you'd like to see made in the process when players
에이,
and
너무
teams
늦었잖아.
are fine for any number of things, incidents on the floor or off the floor?
Well, I think there's a place for fines in the different amounts depending on how egregious the act is by a player or team. Makes some sense, I think, having different categories. But I'm one that would rather hit hard and less often. So I think if you want to minimize the number of finable offenses, then make the penalty be greater for those things that are finable.
Westbrook double team. And the dunk by Capella. Great game for him.
카펠라 더블 더블.
10 points and 12 rebounds.
웨스트브룩은 어시 2개, 리바 2개.
Showing you right there. Great explosiveness inside.
가비지라 던지치 나오지도
Here's
않겠다.
Brokaw. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance
점
at the
차야?
line.
40점 차야?
It's going to be on James Harden.
미쳤네.
And a chance to catch up on some
이렇게
numbers here.
약해.
The scoring breakdown for Houston.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, and it doesn't hurt to be on fire from beyond. They have been really good from the three-point line.
하여튼
Tucker dishes to Harden. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Harden's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Here's Brokaw. Guarded by
기대했는데
Harden. And the whistle
댈러스
blows on the
너무
backcourt
약한데?
violation
제일
being
약한데
over and
지금?
back.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
And Westbrook, here we go. Harden gets the bucket. Harden's got 9 points in the quarter.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first
살짝
foul.
애들
Fans always trying to distract opposing players during free throws.
뭐좀 못
Have
들어가네.
you ever seen that work in an arena?
No, I think it's just a nice workout for the fans, Kevin, quite honestly. I mean, if a guy misses, it's not because the fans have gone crazy behind the basket. It's because he shot it left or right or short or long.
아,
It's not
작탐해야겠다 그냥.
because of the fans being on top of him, at least in my opinion.
Right.
It's important that you have big men that can
Garbage.
shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Boy, a big summer for the Mavs here in 2019. Huge cap room. They were looking to stock up on veteran talent while Doncic was still on that rookie contract. Pretty solid position for the Mavericks.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working, and no matter what they've thrown at him,
리바두개 어시스트가 시켜야 되는데.
And this is exactly what a star player is supposed to do. Coming off a loss, he made sure they weren't going to make it 2 in a row. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That's his first foul.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Straight frustration right there, and I agree with you. Self-control of your emotions a must-have if you're going to play winning basketball.
Nene, the pass to Westbrook. Outside for Nene.
에바다.
It doesn't go for him. And the Mavericks going the other way now. You talk about the aggressive summer for the Mavericks. The max extension for Porzingis was a given.
Yeah, I agree. And you take a look at what else they needed. More
하든
shooting,
수비.
two-way veteran players if they're going to make a push for the playoffs.
어시스트 땡기자.
Houston's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth.
에헤이.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play.
웨스트브룩 리바 하나.
Here's Jackson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Clark, it feels like we're seeing more and more of this, but bench celebrations and reactions at both college and pro level.
Yeah, you know what, Kevin? I think it's a outgrowth of the social media platform.
You're right. I agree.
I think there's no question because anything that can be done that's creative and fun is going to find a life on social media and maybe go viral. And guys know that. They're aware. I mean, this generation has grown up with social media. So they understand
하나하나 남았는데 어시
they
하나.
could be seen beyond
리바 하나.
just the arena if they
투더.
do something pretty clever.
세 번째
And you and I are
투던데
sitting
이거.
over here watching. We're laughing as much as anybody else, aren't we?
Oh, I'm not denying that it's fun. I love seeing it actually, but on occasion it does get a little carried away.
Pass to Finney-Smith. 6 to shoot. Some nice passing here by Dallas. No good
나이스.
from outside.
자 어시 하나.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way.
Deep 2
에반가?
from Anthony, and they will call over the back on the play.
You want your team to be aggressive on the glass, but he was a little too zealous for that rebound.
Yeah, it appeared to me as he was trying to get a piggyback ride, man. That's an easy call to make and gonna be called every time.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete.
아우 넣어줘야지. 투더 해야 되는데. 어시 하나 남았는데.
His career.
Brunson the pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Brunson. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter. Dallas, no good that time either. And Zonane will bring it up for Houston. There's the lob to the hoop. Trying to go for
뭐야,
an
씨.
alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Pass to Brokaw.
1분 40초.
Clark, the NBA gives out so many awards at the end of the
수
season.
없어,
Is
뜯어.
there an award missing that you'd like to see?
You know what? I think they've got the bases covered really well with the number of awards they give out, Kevin. But I would like to perhaps see consideration given to a sophomore campaign award. That would be kind of cool because sometimes the rookie of the year, at least recently, has been a little cloudy because a rookie has been in the league a year, Ben Simmons, case in point, and then was counted. It was actually technically his second year, but his first year of playing. Well, a sophomore award might be something worth adding to the list.
That's a great idea. Shot by Gordon, wide open.
아, 어시 안 들어갔어 이거.
Gordon's got 22.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Rockets.
This was a
달리다가
team
저기
performing to its
엘리 주는 게
fullest
짱인데.
capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
They can chalk this one up, but these two
아,
teams will
뭐하냐.
see plenty more of one another before
빨라,
the
빨라.
season's over.
And Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was.
됐다. 아, 뜯어 챙겼네
Boy,
씨.
he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
Curry against Westbrook. Jackson passes to Kleba.
원정 와서 그런가
Outside
얘네가.
Curry.
이렇게 약하지 달렸어.
Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound. Gordon the pass to Westbrook. So
132 대
taking the win
139.
here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team.
30 몇 점 차이.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For
너무
Greg
약해.
Anthony.
어쩜 이렇게 약할 수가 있지? 35득 3리바 5어시. 오, 야트를 괜찮고. 고든 많이 넣었어요. 고든. 웨스트브룩 트더. PJ 터커 13득 7리바 3점 하나. 제널드 그린 나쁘지 않고. 벤치 애들 많이 넣었어. 카펠라 더블. 저거 보자. 벤치 득점이 얼마나 되지? 40점 넣었나? 51점. 벤치 득점이 51점. 3점 41%. 속공 37. 2차기 24. 와, 턴오버를 적게 8개면 적겠네. 덩크 17개. 최다 점수차 리드 43득. 수비 리바가 44개네. 미친. 너무 약한데요, 얘네.